Hi there, I'm Paige and I work at SmartPak. I am a Western trail rider and recently decided I have got to replace my helmet. So there is a helmet in one of these large boxes, but while I was at it, I just decided to go ahead and splurge and get a few other new things for me and also the horse that I ride. I did ship these boxes over to the barn and then decided to just bring them home with me. But one of the great things is we have our Barn Saver shipping program, where you can ship to your barn on a certain day of the week for free, which I'm always taking advantage of, fortunately and unfortunately. But you can also get free shipping over $75, which I certainly did qualify for here. And I'll go ahead and show you what's in the boxes. All right, so we'll start with this one. Okay, my helmet is in here, perfect. So the whole reason that this started in the first place. So I decided to try the Tipperary Sportage helmet. As a trail rider, I don't really need anything too fancy, but I chose the carbon gray. And just based on the reviews, this looked like a really lightweight helmet. A lot of air vents since I do a lot of trail riding in the summertime. And it's pretty inexpensive, which is perfect for me. So that is my first big purchase here. And then I also got some new working tack. I haven't used the Rockin' SP tack before, but I've seen it around the office. I've heard great things about the brass hardware. And I also heard that it's ready to go out of the box, which I love instant gratification. Oh yeah, so this is the Herman Oak leather, made in the US. It's extremely soft and supple, and it truly is ready to go. And then this is the matching head stall. I love the look of the earpiece, but I actually prefer the brow band just for trail riding. You know, you never know what you could get caught up on there. So I just like having that extra security for me and my horse. But again, this is actually really, really nice, and I think I could go put this on him right now. Okay, and this is my Nakona croc belt. Even though I am a trail rider, I do like to have a little bit of bling out there, and I'm also lucky enough to get to travel with SmartPak to some of our Western shows. So that's always a fun opportunity to go ahead and wear some extra little bling there. Take this apart a little bit just so you can see. Very, very sparkly. And I don't really have too much of dressy belt options, so I decided that this would be a good first one to go. Pretty standard, just brown and the little clear rhinestone. Another pretty big item here. This is my Justin women's collection in the Bay Apache Gypsy boots. So I am a typical girl. I love the color pink. And I was just looking for a nice option just to kind of wear around the barn if I'm going to go ahead and just kind of hack around the ring, maybe warm up. But I have my little flare color there, and it's pretty low boot, and just something that I can kind of muck out, groom my horse, all of that, and still get on if I feel like it. Oh yeah, and then I kind of forgot I ordered these. These are the Back on Track socks. I've used Back on Track for my horses since I know it helps with circulation, just keeping them comfortable. And I decided, especially when I'm traveling for SmartPak, I'm on my feet quite a bit, and that this would be a pretty good purchase. Okay, and then I also got my horse the Professional's Choice. It's a Sports Medic product, so we carry a lot of that. But I decided that since he's been getting some rubs, just kind of in the girth area, that the Comfort Fit Western Stitch would make the most sense for him. You know, all of this fleece I think is going to be really important in just kind of helping to prevent him from chafing. The other thing is that this is actually removable. So I can take this lining off and just wash it because, you know, especially bacteria and all of that isn't so good for him being so sensitive. All right, and then Under Armour, one of my favorites. So this is our qualifier jacket in the black. I actually already have this in the blue color, but I love it so much. It's, as you can see, extremely, extremely thin. So it's very easy for me to just throw when I'm on the trails into, you know, some sort of saddle bag. And if it does decide it's gonna rain or get a little bit chilly, this is the perfect choice. And I just kind of want the second color. Again, love the pink, and here it is. Okay, and then these are the Ariat Real Denim Riding Jeans. I've been riding in Ariat for a very long time, and I just wanted a black option. I think that they're pretty classy looking if I decide I want to run errands or anything before or after the barn. And then I read online that the stretch is very nice. Of course, they're boot cut and meant for riding. So, like I said, just think that that'll be really cute if I decide to go somewhere before or after the barn. All right, so that's box number 1. And clearly I decided to keep shopping. Oh yeah. So SmartPak actually got quite a few new Western products that we didn't have before. Like I said, my horse has been pretty sensitive, and he does have sensitive skin. So I decided to splurge on a new saddle pad. And this one is actually the Matex woven contour pad, and I chose the royal blue coloring just to give it a little bit of splash there. And he looks really good in blue since he's a bay. But this actually has an antimicrobial agent, so again, just, you know, trying to help with any bacteria or things, since he does tend to get little, you know, scratches. Well, it's kind of that issue. So pretty excited about this. We haven't had a new pad in a very, very long time, and this looks nice and durable. I'll just leave this here. That's big guy. And last but not least, I have a new saddle bag. So this is our all-around insulated Western saddle bag, and I chose the ice blue. Again, that's kind of going to match my saddle pad, and he looks good in blue. I usually ride in the small horn saddle bag over the front, but I do have a couple of longer rides planned in the fall when it gets a little bit cooler, and I just thought that this would be a really nice option. Of course, it'll still fit my Under Armour qualifier jacket, but just some snacks, you know, bug spray if I need it, that kind of thing. And it has this really handy carrying thing I just figured out, so that's good. It even came with 2 water bottles that fit right in here. Didn't know that that was coming, and that's a pretty nice surprise there. Well, I hope you had as much fun as I did opening my rather large purchase. I promise I don't do that very often, but it's pretty exciting, and I can't wait to bring most of this right back to the barn.